So we have a fun time with the happy hour. But I really wanted to talk about what you just saw there on Twitter that just came out this today. And I think it's important because it has something to do with Dogecoin as well. So that was Jack Mallers. Now, Jack is part of the Strike API, and let's take a look at what this is all about. So he's announcing the Strike API. So he said, and he likes to say yo, apparently. Today, I'm unbelievably excited to announce the Strike API and Strike's first API partner, Twitter. Today, Twitter enables free instant global payments for their users with their integration of the Strike API. Starting today, Twitter will allow all iOS users around the globe to send tips over the Lightning Network. And that was pretty amazing to see that transaction move so quickly. The Strike Tips integration allows users to receive global tips through their Twitter account. We'll begin rolling out iOS today and expand to all users, including Android, over the coming weeks. This isn't months, this is weeks, my friends. At Strike, our mission is to build a more financially connected world. We accomplish this by making Bitcoin and the Lightning Network easily accessible and usable. Our API enables marketplaces, merchants, business developers, and more to offer instant, free global payments to anyone at any time, improving financial access and enhancing the financial experience for everyone in the world. So this is the Strike. This is kind of what he talked about. The Strike wallet, I think. You want to receive instant payments. You can download. What we're going to do, which is really cool about this, so buy, sell Bitcoin. Strike offers the easiest way to buy Bitcoin, skip fees, and stack sats the right way. When you get on a $100 Bitcoin purchase after fees, Strike is $100. Cash App, you see Venmo and Coinbase all taking a piece of the action. And they use the API as part of their global payments for the internet. You saw him send a payment from Chicago to El Salvador. We're going to have a video on this. I am a Android user. I don't have an iPhone. So I'm going to do a demonstration of that, and we'll have a video about how all this kind of stuff works once it rolls out for Android, and kind of see what you need to do to kind of do something as really incredibly cool as this. So this is from Bitcoin Magazine. Jack Dorsey's Twitter rolls out Bitcoin Lightning tips for iOS users. Thursday, Twitter has officially enabled third-party Bitcoin tipping services such as Strike through iOS users' profile on their platform. And one of the reasons why I'm covering this, because I think Dogecoin is better for this type of thing. That's kind of what Dogecoin was built for. But we'll get to that in a second. The new features will have the ability to link both Bitcoin and the Lightning Network addresses. The company told Reuters in a press call that they hope to roll out the feature to Android in the coming weeks. The feature is presumed to be capable with Strike, Cash App, Muun, and other third-party Bitcoin payment solutions. The service is also said to support Square's forthcoming hardware wallet. Users will likely be able to send funds to any Bitcoin addresses, but must receive funds through the Strike API. Twitter stated that we're, quote, not in the flow of funds, close quote, and would not be taking commissions on payments. So they're just doing this. They're not getting any money out of this. They're just kind of doing it because of Twitter's CEO's interest in cryptocurrency. And this is a massive thing to me. And I'm surprised that, the price of Bitcoin, Jack Dorsey, the price of Bitcoin didn't go crazy. Most payment solutions for tipping feature will depend on the services available in the user's geographic location. The exception of Bitcoin, Lightning tips users worldwide as Bitcoin functions independent of location. Twitter product team member Esther Crawford told Reuters, quote, "There's the great opportunity for us to choose global, barrierless options, and Bitcoin represents one of the best options. We know not everyone around the world transacts with Bitcoin yet, but we think it's one of the better solutions." Absolutely. The announcements didn't specify whether the feature would become viable for desktop interfaces as well. The news comes just weeks after Twitter product lead Kavion Bekapor confirmed rumors circulating that the company would soon launch a Bitcoin Lightning tipping service. The Bitcoin developments at Twitter follow through on a promise CEO Jack Dorsey made in July when he implied that Bitcoin would be enabled in applications tip jar service. It suggested also that Bitcoin could be used for super follows, commerce, and subscriptions. Also, we really kind of got this in more there's more to the story than just the tipping part. This is from The Verge. Twitter enables tipping with Bitcoin, plans to let users authenticate NFTs also. So there's more to the story than that. So of course we know the turning on the ability to tip with Bitcoin. Twitter has been testing this for months now. We all know, besides Bitcoin, Twitter will let users connect 9 traditional payment providers, including Venmo and Cash App, which a lot of the youth, including myself, use Venmo. Twitter isn't processing the payments itself, so they're just letting somebody else do this. The Bitcoin tips are facilitated by Strike, a Bitcoin wallet app that runs on the Lightning Network protocol. Lightning is designed to enable faster and cheaper transactions using Bitcoin. The company behind it received funding from Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, a staunch Bitcoin advocate who tweeted in June that it was only a matter of time before Twitter supported payments via the protocol. Strike works in the U.S. states except New York and Hawaii. Hawaii's awesome. Mahalo to all my friends out there. And in the country of El Salvador and New York. Why not? New York, come on. In addition to their Strike usernames, Twitter users will also be able to add their Bitcoin addresses to their profile, which people can then copy and paste into their crypto wallets of choice to send tips. Very cool. Twitter's app will notify someone when they receive a Bitcoin tip via Strike, letting them quickly reply to the tipper to say thank you or send an emoji reaction. Twitter will also generate invoices for creators to track the tips they receive. Quote, Bitcoin represents one of the easiest solutions, blah, 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 blah. They said in a Thursday conference call, Bitcoin isn't the extent of Twitter's crypto plans. The company said it will also planning to support authentication of NFTs or non-fungible tokens by letting people connect their crypto wallets. NFT authentication will come in the form of a badge shown on profile pictures, making the owner's NFT as authentic. Company spokesperson said NFTs have recently boomed in popularity as a way to buy and trade digital art on the Ethereum blockchain, a little too expensive. A few months ago, the main Twitter account did a giveaway of NFTs that were minted on a marketplace called Rarible. There is more to what's going on here with this tipping stuff than just Bitcoin, and this is all fantastic, and I think this is great news, and this is something that the world has been, the cryptocurrency world has been asking for a long time. My issue with Bitcoin, and it should be Bitcoin because that's what people understand the most. The problem with Bitcoin is, why would you want to tip somebody with Bitcoin? If you think Bitcoin, which is currently trading in the, let's see here. What's Bitcoin currently trading? Let me check my TA technical analysis here. It's trading at $44,000. If you think Bitcoin is going to go to this, worth $60,000, or it's going to go to $100,000, as some folks saying this year, which I don't really believe. I don't think there's enough juice out there to make that happen. But hey, nothing ever would surprise me. I mean, you're running out of time here, folks. We're getting to, September, October, November, December. Could we get there by the end of December or sometime in the middle of November? Maybe. But if you think Bitcoin is going to go to $100,000, why would you tip somebody $10? Because that $10 could now be worth $30 or $40 in the future. That's the problem with Bitcoin. That's why Dogecoin is the best solution, because Dogecoin will, because there's so much of it, always kind of stays around that dollar range, 30 cents, 40 cents. And the other thing too, and it's great if you look at the app, it says, I want to do $5 of Bitcoin, and then it sends it to that person. And I think this should be what it is now. But I think the future to me is, in tipping on the internet, is Dogecoin more than Bitcoin, because listen, when people tell you, oh, Dogecoin is going to get to $10, no, that's not going to happen. Dogecoin is going to get to $1. Yeah, I think it's very highly likely that Dogecoin will get to $1. Will it get to $5? I don't really think so. Maybe in the $1.50, you know what I mean? Like if it's really high, but it will never get to this level where like Bitcoin would be, where if you tip somebody $10 and then 3 months later that $10 is worth $50. That's the problem when you're using Bitcoin. And that's why the solution and something that has low transaction fees or essentially none, which is what they're working on now, would be Dogecoin. But still, this is a fantastic thing that's happening in the internet world. I'm stunned. This is the whole thing with, people thinking the crypto market is manipulated. This is huge news and huge integration and you're basically forgetting all the old farts out there. And this is what the youth is going to use. And they're going to use Twitter to send Bitcoin to each other. And I think that's fantastic news and something that everybody in the crypto space should be cheering today.